look at that later. Alright. That was some good music. I know it was. Alrighty then. Here we are, back on the Mana Symbol channel, rocking some more aggressive red-black mid-range decks, this time with a delightful splash into the color white. You gotta keep your whites their whitest, and as it is, we're gonna play Stoneforge Mystic, 4 copies. Pretty much the best white card in all of Modern, maybe running second best to Skyclave Apparition right now, but Stoneforge Mystic, premium threat in the Modern format. For 1 and a white, you get a 1/2 Core Artificer. When it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. And the well-known play to execute with Stoneforge Mystic is to search your library for the card Batterskull. And on the next turn, you will drop it into play for 1 and a white, tapping your Stoneforge Mystic to get yourself a 4/4 lifelink vigilance creature that is sort of recursive in its own way. Batterskull, of course, has an activated ability that says 3 mana, return Batterskull to its owner's hand, and has the living weapon keyword, which says when it enters the battlefield, it comes in attached to a 0/0 black germ token. So essentially, it's a 5 mana 4/4 vigilance lifelink that you can reset over and over and over again. In the original conception, it was supposed to cost you 8 mana. With Stoneforge Mystic in play, it can cost you as little as 5 and be done at instant speed. In addition to that, we also have Sword of Feast and Famine. This is another Stoneforge Mystic staple. And newcomer Embercleave from everyone's favorite set, Throne of Eldraine. So it's a big badass sword. This is apparently supposed to be Excalibur, which, by the way, is different from the Sword in the Stone. Maybe this one's supposed to be the Sword of the Stone, and the other one's supposed to be Excalibur. I don't know. Mark Rosewater said they were different and that it matters. I don't really care. Embercleave is 4 red, flash. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control, and when Embercleave enters the battlefield, you get to attach it for free to one of your equipment. It gives that creature +1/+1, double strike, and trample, and has an equipped cost of 3. So the most remarkable thing about Embercleave is the fact that it can come down for as little as 2 mana. And so we've got Lingering Souls, 2 copies. This creates 2 spirit tokens for 3 mana and can be flashed back for 1 and a black. So this gives us a proliferance of creatures for which Embercleave can be cheapened. And then we also have Bonecrusher. And Bonecrusher Giant is 4/3 for 3 mana, which is an incredible bargain, which also has the adventure card Stomp, which is shock for 2, that also says damage can't be prevented this turn. We're also playing black-red mid-range monster Magmatic Channeler, as well as the sort of Mardu Pyromancer suite of cheap interaction. A couple copies of Kaya's Guile and 4 copies of Seasoned Pyromancer and a little bit of Phoenix of Ash. So we're playing Phoenix of Ash instead of playing Kroxa. This makes us less vulnerable to and more encouraged by Blood Moon in our 3-color deck. And Phoenix of Ash, of course, has Escape for exile 3 other cards from your graveyard, and it comes back as a 3/3 flying haste that you can pay to pump. So Ilsic Nasty was saying this card is actually somewhat sort of better than you might think by looking at its face. And we're going to go play at least 1 Modern League and see if that's true. Yeah, so Roy, when I looked at that, I thought the same thing as you. And all I can say about it is I am interested to see if the life loss from drawing multiple copies of Thoughtseize is ever relevant. It might be less so because we're playing Batterskull. And it is important to be able to grab cards like Cryptic Command and Primeval Titan. In particular, Hour of Promise. The impact of the medium to high CMC haymakers is pretty nuts, and I think it does make sense to want to have 4 Thoughtseize nowadays. It is more of a haymaker format, but I mean, we might get punished by the extra life loss against decks like Black-Red. Right, so Phoenix of Ash versus Kroxa, I mean, it just makes it a lot easier for us to play Blood Moon in the sideboard in a 3-color deck. Ilsic Nasty said his part of his construction of this deck was entirely purge it of double black. So there's also no Liliana the Veil, which would normally, or Liliana the Veil, who would usually exist in these decks in some number, right? Like 2 or 3, maybe even as few as 1. We have a loose opener here, but we're against someone who is aggressively fetching, so hopefully that means they're on some kind of creature deck and not on some kind of 4-color money pile deck or 4-color, 3-color control. Interesting. I don't know what this means, but I'm not excited about it. Yeah, we'll lead on Bloodstained Mire. If they don't do anything important, we'll just be able to fetch a tapped Blood Crypt, opt and F6 value. Could have been. Unlikely, but possible. There's no way it would have been turn 1 path, right? Like, that just doesn't make a lick of sense. Don't stifle me. Don't Tails End me. Okay. I guess we'll get a Savai Triome. Might as well. Am I interested in jamming Stoneforge Mystic here? No, let's see what's going on first, if they'll let me. And if they remand this, then we can shock the Godless Shrine and remand afterwards. Nope, they shocked in for turn with path. That is what they did. So they have Jace and Cryptic. That's a tad unfortunate. On the flip side, we do have the hastiness of Phoenix of Ash. So next turn, we're likely to play out Stoneforge Mystic. They might play Jace and bounce it. They could leave up Cryptic Command. And then at that point, we'll be able to play a Phoenix of Ash the turn after and haste in and smack. They might feel confident that decks like this rarely play any kind of haste threat. Okay. So we're definitely jamming Stoneforge Mystic this turn. That's not the best draw. Stoneforge. In this matchup, I feel like the best piece of equipment is probably Sword of Feast and Famine. Especially because the only removal they have for my Stoneforge right now is by bouncing it. And then if they have a Path to Exile, they're going to give me more lands for this. So I'm pretty happy to have Sword of Feast and Famine here. So what we're hoping they do here is jam Jace and Brainstorm, because we get to get them. Actually, we get to get them in a bunch of ways. They could Fate Seal too, and we would get them anyway, because we have Bolt. Now, they might just do nothing, which is possible. They are on the full 4-color money pile, but we'll see what kind of nonsense they're actually running. Well, that was a good draw. Not a great draw, but a good draw. Plan 1, get him. Plan 2, get him, but different. I think we go Bolt on the Omnath, and we just hold up Stoneforge Mystic to drop in the sword. Which really sucks, but I think this is where we're at. Boop. Okay. Excellent. They're fate sealing? That works for me. Now this could be them telegraphing that they have Path to Exile. Well, unfortunately, their Jace is big enough that it could survive, but we'll see. And we have double red, but we don't have triple red, so this actually may not work out as well as I'm hoping it does, Roy. Yeah, so I think the best thing to do is go equip sword, swing in. If we connect, we get to float 2 mana, stomp, and then bolt. It's not great, but like again, this is where this game has led us. Like unfortunately, the way it all drew out. Shisha. Trigger. Good. Clonk. Lightning bolt. Then we cast Bonecrusher. I got him in for 3 mana. Oh yeah. You're going nowhere. Shouldn't we wait until their upkeep, or do we know their entire hand? No, we only know that there's a cryptic. What are we waiting until their upkeep to do? Bolt? Well, I don't want them to untap, right? I really do not want them to be able to counter... No, they could have had Force of Negation, but Force of Negation is literally the only thing they could have. Whereas if I let it go to their upkeep, I know they have Force, which means they will protect their Jace. Jace will live, and Jace will draw them an extra card, right? So I'm giving up the potential of being vulnerable to Force of Negation to... Okay. Got it. Okay. So the only card in their hand is Cryptic, and we get to... We don't fully get them here, but they can't draw a card, or I'll just Thoughtseize it. I mean, they could just draw land, so they will Cryptic here, but this is the first time where we have noticed that if this is the 4th Thoughtseize rather than the 4th Inquisition, which obviously there's no way to tell, but assuming this is the 4th Thoughtseize, it is important in this moment that this is a Thoughtseize and not an Inquisition. I know the last card in their hand is Cryptic, which is higher than 3 CMC. So we have at least one confirmed moment in the format where Thoughtseize is the better card. At least one. Okay, they're going bounce, tap. Yeah, that's good value. Yep, fair enough. Okay. I think I'm just replaying Sword here. I could play Phoenix and attack. And the next turn we could attack and go Embercleave and kill them. Yeah, actually, you know what? That is a better plan. This also enabling my ability to play... Well, this doesn't actually enable my ability to play Embercleave, but it means that at minimum I can attach Embercleave to a flyer because... or the sword, actually, if they do play something that can block somehow, something that isn't green. Hopefully we just get the win here, and they whiffed. They did not whiff. It looks like Growth Spiral? Oh god. If it's Uro into land... There was no noonish stream, Roy. It was 30 seconds of like... Oh my god. Unreal. I was live for about 30 seconds because OBS decided, because I was streaming last night and I didn't close it properly, that it was going to reopen itself and just start the stream while I was looking up food recipes. Oh my god, they don't have double green. They just died because they mistapped. No, they didn't mistap. No, they never could have done it. Okay, we win. They don't know it yet, but we win. I probably would have died in paper. I just want everyone to know that. And Embercleave comes in and seals the deal. Why in paper? Because I would have missed that my opponent didn't have double green. Assuming that they missed that they didn't have double green. Okay, so Blood Moon's in. I guess we cut Fatal Push. I would have scooped. I wouldn't have scooped. I would have just assumed they could cast the Uro. And I'm not saying I would lose on the spot, but it would have been really bad for me. Because what could I hit them for? If I put the Embercleave on the Bonecrusher, it hits for 10. KCOM. I don't know about KCOM, because I feel like they've got infinite 2-for-1s. So I don't feel like I can keep up with them. I think the pushes come out, but I'm not sure. Kaya's Guile I would like to keep. And I would like to bring in Boil and Blood Moon. Did they play Stoneforge? No. If they're on Classic Money Pile, they're on Ren and 6 Teferi, Jace. No, they don't play any Stoneforge. No, Money Pile is Uros and Omnath, Teferi, Ren and 6, Jace, Path to Exile, Growth Spiral, maybe some Remands, Cryptic Command, maybe some Time Warps. I guess Needle could be okay too. But I'm already having trouble figuring out what to cut, so I don't know. I think maybe we do this. We'll cut a Bonecrusher and a Lingering Souls. Or maybe we just cut both the Lingering Souls and leave the Bonecrushers. Especially because we're going on a Blood Moon plan. So I would like to cut down on my ability to get locked out of my own spells. I'm almost thinking that I could cut Kaya's Guile, but I do want to have that against Uro. This is like the best Uro removal spell in the game. And it's not bad against Omnath. Might be better to just have the Fatal Pushes. It's more aggressive, and I have no tools against their graveyard. But all right, I'm taking this line. We'll see if it's right or it's wrong. We get a clear idea of the 1-to-1 difference between Fatal Push and Kaya's Guile. So if I have a situation where the card in my hand is a Fatal Push and it would be better to be a Kaya's Guile, we know that I screwed up. In theory. Yeah, this hand is not bad. We get turn 1 Inquisition, hopefully clear the way for Magmatic Channeler, and the opponent is on a mull to 6 against the discard deck. Now, they definitely have Veil of Summers in off the sideboard, so we need to be a little bit careful about the lands that they play and when they play them. Right. Am I leaning into the HW sound too much? I don't think it's possible. All right. On this episode of Who Wore It Better, Fatal Push versus Kaya's Guile. the slim black removal spell versus the chonky Orzhov instant with sweet, sweet modality. Curvy. Plus size. Curvy. Yep. All right. Because they mulliganed, I don't feel like jamming this Inquisition into death. If they Ren and 6 on turn 2 and then I Thoughtseize and they don't have the Veil, I'm going to be a little annoyed, but what are you going to do? Alright, we've only got 2 of their colors thus far. This really makes me think that they have a Veil of Summer, because I mean, maybe they just have some counter magic of some kind. Yeah, I think we just start jamming Stoneforge here. They most commonly play Remand instead of Mana Leak. We'll see if that's true here, and obviously over the rest of that. Yeah, well, obviously the first thing that would happen would prove me wrong. All right. But on the plus side, it doesn't give any velocity through their deck, so let's see if they have a reasonable follow-up of some kind. Teferi here would be acceptable. I wouldn't be happy about it, but it's acceptable. Oh, Uro, that's fine. Ah, they hit the land. I don't know if they hit the land, but, you know, they had the land. Well, think I know what I'm doing. Did I win? They for sure they have Aether Gusts in their 75 post board, so they fetched Raugrin Triome. Okay, so that's like 110% telegraphing that they have Aether Gust or otherwise, right? I mean, otherwise that's just heinously what do I want to say? Not loose. What's up, Blitz MTG? Not loose. Irresponsible. Negligent. Yeah, that's the word I want. Negligent. Do they not know what Blood Moon does? This could be the all-proving example that just because someone's playing 4-color money pile doesn't mean they know what they're doing. Oh my god. Inquisition, show me your secrets. Kozilek wishes to know. Chairman, wow. That is a garbage hand in Magic the Gathering card. Which one? Like the creepy one that I did? Kozilek wants to know. I know that that's 100. Yeah. Oh, the Inquisition. Yeah, that's ripped off of like ridiculous German accents from like portraying like World War II Nazis. This shall be your doom, my opponent. There is no escape from the Inquisition. 4-color money pile just means that they're 4-color money pile. I've learned much from my degree in phrenology. I mean, that's like recursive logic more than anything else. And then the voice that I followed it up with, Blitz, is like definitely ripped off of the Venomancer from Dota 2. Venomancer, slither hither. I definitely look that one up for you guys, for anyone who's not. There we go. Venomancer responses. Does he have a really good one? Plague our enemies, well warded. A plague on our foes. Do the thing. Come on. Oh, what does that one sound? Ever more venomous.
Ever more venomous.
Got him. What's up, Ilsic Nasty? We've gotten as many wins as we did last night. Well, we just 2-0'd Money Pile. I would love to do voice acting. That's real talk. That is one of my secret dream professions. So anyone who needs a voice actor, commentator, etc., hit me up. I've done voiceover before, so I'm professional. I'm on time, and I got my own recording rig. All right, we're keeping this one. It's a little flooded, but you know it's good. Oh, Embercleave has already been awesome, my dude. All right, so we're gonna start off with probably the Triome, but we'll see. Playing against House of Mana. Yep. Cleave is the truth. I think it might be. I mean, we played it for 4 mana, and it just kills people, though, especially on Bonecrusher. Just crack it in for 10. Uh-oh. That's never a good draw. Do I want to have Shock available here? I guess I do, in case they draw the turn to Elvish Reclaimer. There's nothing else these decks normally play on, too, but... Okay. They have a really slow hand. I'm not going to bother burning a Stomp here. I just... it's just not worth it. Yeah, we're just going to use Seasoned Pyromancer to cycle 2 lands. Bloop. Do. Choo. Be-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Wow. I'm glad I cycled the lands. We sure as hell weren't going to draw spells. And here comes the... Oh. Reveals Primeval Titan. That's terrifying. Yep. The classic. They have Castle Embereth in their hand, like 99%. There's no way they don't. I guess I get my other swamp here. We don't have Blood Moons in the deck yet, but I think we'll be okay to get a swamp here. And then I'm going to play Magmatic Channeler because I would like to, if they don't Titan this turn, I would like the ability to try to draw into Thoughtseize. Castle Embereth, Titan. Do it. Oh, Hey, remember when I didn't burn the stomp earlier on going to their face? That was a plan. The only voice acting I've done is playing D&D. Oh man, I don't know if this is an embarrassing story or what, but at one point when I was DMing, and I was my player characters were being kind of shitty about helping out a character that was just honest and actually needed their help, and that's really where I wanted the story to go. Could just chuck skull. I don't want to chuck the skull yet. It makes a creature big enough on its own that it's a threat, and I'm kicking the land. It makes a creature on its own big enough that it's a threat, and I don't know. I'm okay to keep it. Like maybe I could have chucked the skull. I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't chuck the skull. Obviously, I could chuck the skull, but anyway, that I actually moved myself to tears while voice acting as the character because I needed my player characters to stop being douchebags and listen to her, which was funny in retrospect. But it was a moment where I was like, uh-oh. Have I gone too far with this D&D thing? Like I'm just DMing a freaking campaign while I'm in university here. Like I think I've maybe committed too much to this role. Ha ha! You provided your player characters with an excellent experience. Can we just? Is this? Is that a horse? I think that's the knight's horse. That's like, nah, see ya, dude. You're getting stomped by that giant. I'm not gonna do a damn thing about it. I'm free and majestic. You are a pancake. All right. Well, we're getting tightened. So there's about to be one heck of a field of the dead. We can Dreadbore the Titan. The problem is we're about to stare down 4 zombies. Cleave off the top. Cleave or the Phoenix. The Phoenix, as well as a removal spell, could get us there pretty quickly. Lingering Souls is not the worst. We pitch Lingering Souls to Channeler here, I think. Okay. Okay, well, that's not great. Horse ticked off. It's not okay to call my employer on there. Sort of Feast and Famine, good hit. Yeah, it would have been. I think I'm supposed to play Seasoned Pyro into Lingering Souls here. Because we still need to draw that Phoenix. And we also need to draw the sword. This absolutely sucks, but I think this is where we're at. We can also draw Dreadbore, right? We've got the one of main deck Dreadbore. So that, to kill the Titan right now would be not bad. Well, that's neither of those things. That is a Sword of Feast and Famine. All right, I'll take it. I'll take the sword. Sword is good. Sword is good. Sword is life. And then actually, if we go sword into Embercleave next turn, which obviously we have no way to make that happen, but faff is a funny sounding word I learned of recently. No. I know. I've used it on stream. Faffing around. I've described, or at least in the podcast, I've described decks as faffing around. 4-color money pile. Sometimes they'll faff around and accomplish nothing. That is something I said during the last Serum Visions podcast. If you care. Okay. Got a Fade Dryad. Well, if they had Dryad, they would have dropped it pre-combat, so we faded the Dryad for sure. Faffing around the Christmas tree, it's a faffy holiday. Faffing around the Christmas tree, yeah, that's quality. All right. Well, I mean, I can kill the Primeval Titan. But feel like it's more efficient to just not. Because Bonecrusher with the sword successfully blocks Titan next turn. So maybe we just do a bunch of trades here. We'll chump with one elemental, and then I have another elemental. So we're knocking them down to 5 zombies. And then next turn... Oh, I can go... Yeah, there we go. That's better. I think that's the best way to block here. And then realistically, so the other thing is if we group block the Titan and they had a path in hand, we would get really blown out by that, and I don't want that to happen either. So they have 4 cards, right? So they've got something. Second Primeval Titan. Okay. These decks are amazingly dumb. We lost our Batterskull, so I'm like 100% sure there's no... Yeah, there's no out to this. That's just too many. We would have to just kill them in one turn. There's no way we can do it. But on the plus side, remember, none of our decisions mattered. That's the important thing to remember about that game. Nothing that we did at any point was relevant. And that's you know, you can take that home with you, you know? Okay, so definitely no Kaya's Guile. And then I don't want to cut any bolts. But like maybe just a Thoughtseize and Inquisition, something like this. Just more action seems good. Feed the Swarm hits Dryads. I mean, it hits Titans too. Yeah, all right. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I just don't necessarily want to lose 6 life, you know what I mean? But I think it's worth it. So I've seen this in a number of black-red sideboards, and I just couldn't figure out what it's for, because one assumes that if you want to play a sideboard black card like this, that this is only for killing enchantments. You know what I mean? Like this doesn't read to me like you should ever use it to kill a creature, because that's like, why aren't you playing a better creature kill spell? Right? Like Go for the Throat for a little while was like kind of vogue because it was a black creature kill spell that would always be able to kill a Titan for 2 mana. Or like an Eldrazi. Alright, we'll try it like this. But it is basically like a second worse Dreadbore. I mean, it kills everything though, right? Which makes it okay. Oof. Or like a 22 land deck? 22. I don't really want to keep this. We can keep this, but I don't want to do that. Sigarda's Aid. Oh my god. Classic mulligan. Oh. Oh, they kept their 7? Oh, we're not even playing Magic this game, huh? I'm going to 4. I mean, there's no... Yep. All right. All right. I mean, I guess... I guess this is better. Unless they do like what they did last game and they just play nothing and then just like wreck me. Like Dryad is so frustrating because no matter what, it's at least a 3-mana Explorer that makes you blow a removal spell. And we don't even have a removal spell for Dryad right now. I'm just saying, like, it's pretty frustrating. We do have a Sacred Foundry in this deck, but if I fetch the Sacred Foundry here, I can't play the Stoneforge. So I can get the Triome and then just make my peace with the Elvish Reclaimer getting to fetch once, at least. I think that's what we're doing. I don't love it, but if they don't have a Flagstones of Tricair in their hand, then this is fine. So, I mean, I would like to draw land next turn, please. Please. Plus. I think I'm getting sword. Because next turn we could drop in the sword, and then the turn after we can go attack, trigger, grab a card of their hand. Also, if they have Path to Exile in their hand, this is much, much better. So, sorry, why not what, Roy? I've said a lot of things since I saw that you typed that. That is an excellent draw. That is an excellent draw. Do 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 be be be. Man, this makes their Elvish Reclaimer actually like a super heavy negative tempo play. Like the only thing it let them do is do like a small tutor, and I will take that. Boosh. Game day bucket goes boom. Oh, sure. They went for Castle Embereth. Well, that's terrifying. Although we have a Thoughtseize. Maybe this game does work out for us. Because they could have Dryad here, but it can't block me. Huh. Okay. I mean, my creature's going to have enough toughness to survive that, so... Unless they get a double volt, which they almost definitely will. But that's not the point. Perfect draw. Perfect draw. Perfect draw. Do it now. Draw the perfect card. Do it. It's not that good. It's okay. Thoughtseize you. So we have to take the Eladamri's Call. But actually, they can't Titan until they find a land. So if they don't draw a land for a couple turns, we'll be fine. Which there's no chance that they don't draw lands. But if they don't draw lands, we're gonna get there. We have to take the Eladamri's Call because if we let big if. I'm trying to remember what Ned asks Reverend Lovejoy in The Simpsons, where his answer is, ooh, long answer yes with a but, short answer no with an if you do need any more solace. Like, just perfect political non-answer. Love it. They don't cast the second Dryad. I guess they're planning on discarding it this turn? That's a strange play. Well, you know what time it is. Does everyone know what time it is? It's adventure time. Adventure time. It's time to boil your friends. What do I want to play here? Well, I could activate Castle Locthwain to draw a card. That's what I'm going to make it look like I'm doing. But in reality, word doctor, that's one heck of a ball buster. Whew. Got him. Got him! Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. My soundboard. Where's the good one? Where's the good one?
Ultra kill.
Got him. Got him!
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer. Ah!
I would like to point out we won that on the play with 4 cards. 4 cards. 4 cards. We kept the right cards, though. We kept the right cards. We kept the Stoneforge, the Bolt, and 2 lands, and it worked. Like, for real. And when we cast our Once Upon a Time, we didn't whiff. Sometimes good mulliganing is not horribly punished, Roy. Most of the time it is. I mean, this hand is not bad. Thoughtseize. All right. Oh. Hello, gorgeous. All right, so I guess I'm taking the Dryad, because then they have to spend multiple turns. All right, real talk, because we're going to have enough time on the clock in this game. I think the Dryad is the pick here over the Eldamri's Call. No, Roy. I'm just pointing out the fact that, like, often mulliganing feels like the phrase "no good deed goes unpunished." You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, I will intelligently mulligan this, like, medium 1-land hand with some 1-mana spells and some 2-mana spells, but, like, you just don't keep it on the 7. Yeah. All right, we trade the Dryad here. Anyone? Can someone weigh in and tell me that we're taking the Dryad here? Because taking the Call, obviously it limits their options more, but we take the Dryad, right? I want to believe that. I'm taking the Dryad. It's possible we're supposed to take the Dismember, in that, you know, no matter what, they're going to have a Dryad on 3, so we're not really accomplishing anything by taking the Dryad or the Eldamri's Call. But, and then their other removal spell is Path to Exile, which gives me a land necessarily, so that's kind of great. Okay, so they definitely have a land, plus they have the Eldamri's Call they're going to play to get the Dryad. So we can play Savai Triome here. Oh, no, wait. If I play the Magmatic Channeler, they can't remove it and Eldamri's Call. Now, if they have the extra land, they could go land, Dryad, land, Dismember, which would suck, but we'll see. And we do have Dreadbore, so no matter what they do, we can kill the Dryad of the Elysian Groves here. They got Reclaimer, so they must have the extra land, because they're gonna go. What? I don't. What? Okay. They have these 3 cards. They have Dismember and Path up now? Well, play one of them, right? You're not going to play either of them, right? That doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense. Okay. I'm going to try to kill that first. Okay. I think I'm discarding the Bolt here, because this doesn't kill any of the creatures in their hand right now. Cool. Taking the Swamp. No, Swamp's no good. But neither is the Pyromancer. Ah, that's the worst land in my deck for me to draw. Well, the Swamp or the Plains. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I guess I'm getting the swamp here and doing nothing. That sucks. I'm so tempted to actually play this Savai Triome instead of either of these cards, but I don't want to go down a card on this play. All right. I mean, I'll take it. It's not the worst. I wonder if they have another Eldamri's Call. Man, I was really hoping to hit a red source so I could play the second Channeler. Having 2 Channelers in play sounds like a blast. And if they actually choose to dismember my creature here, I'm going to be pretty annoyed. They do have the second call. Now they're going to get a... Well, maybe they don't get a Dryad. Gets a Titan. That is ambitious. That is no longer ambitious. Well done. I can see clearly now why you did the thing that you did. Dismember? Good play. Good play. Okay, so we're really praying that they don't pick up a Castle Brig. That's a good draw. So we're going to go Fetch, Shock, Sacred Foundry, Dreadbore, Channeler. Now they could path this Channeler. And then we'd be in rough shape. But I don't really have any other choice here other than like Dreadbore, Savai Triome, pass, which is not much better. I guess I'd rather force them to path me than not. They have an upkeep stop on their own turn. Interesting. Ooh, my Channeler's a 4/4. I need to buy 4 of this card. This card is sweet. Sure. Listen, opponent, you're a jerk. I'm not saying, I'm just, you're a jerk. Last one. It's a yikes. It's a big yikes. Let's draw that Boil again. Let's draw my 1 of Boil. I don't want to draw any of my Blood Moons. Just Boil. We're a Boil stream now. It's not what I wanted. I think we just play in Flashback Lingering Souls because if we draw a sword or an Embercleave, that ends the game really fast. So, well, not that fast. Fast enough. Yeah, Souls. Yeah. So, yeah, and this helps us weather through potential fields, although with the Dryad in play, they have many bolts. That's not a castle. Is it hot in here? It's hot. It's hot. All right, we can kill the Dryad now. So we're going to put them to 8 if they'll let us. And we're actually just going to pass the turn, I think. I could go stomp them, play the Bonecrusher, and that puts them in an awkward spot for next turn. But if they rip the Titan, I need to be able to kill this Dryad, otherwise I'm just totally screwed. So... what are the chances that their deck, full of lands, doesn't draw a land? Not great. Also, I don't know if they're expecting me to hit them with 5 points of burn. Although I guess 5 is not great. But we can go EOT Stomp Cycle and maybe pick up the extra burn spell. So we might just be able to punk them out here anyway. Let's see. Looks like they didn't hit the land. Sure. Burn them, and we will hear the lamentations of their women. What is the greatest joy in life, Roy? To see your enemies driven before you. Embercleave, off the top, bang. Stoneforge works too. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Oh my god! It's Lightning Helix! Doot. Do-do-ba-do. GG's! Yeah, I aggressively GG'd that one. Nobody plays instant speed life gain. The quote is, Conan, what is best in life? From Conan the Barbarian.
My fear is that my sons will never understand me.
How, Guile? We won again! This is good. But what is best in life? The open steppe, fleet horse, falcons at your wrist, wind in your hair.
Wrong! Conan, what is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
That is good.
Is it a good movie? It's not a good movie, but it is a great movie. Hold on, I'll be back. You know the best part? You know the best part about Conan's physique, or Arnold's physique in Conan? He dropped 30 pounds of muscle for that role from his weightlifting days, from his bodybuilding days. 30 pounds of muscle. It's not just about heavy. The problem was they couldn't have him at full bodybuilding jacked because... Oh, what's up, House of Manas? Nice games. Nice games. We pulled it out at the last second on that one. I mean, obviously you could have failed to top deck a land again, but I'm glad I got to end that game where I did, because when your opponent has the Titan in hand, they look pretty weird. Well, BJTK, bringing in Boyle was a massive tilt. Why? I wasn't playing any islands. Dude, boiling out Dryad players is the best. I don't know what you talking about. They can look pretty weird. Oh, sorry, BJTK. Yes, you're not wrong. However, 70s bodybuilders versus like post-90s bodybuilders, it's a huge difference. 70s bodybuilders, I mean, they can look weird, but mostly they just like gigantic. It's not a card you should be bringing in versus Dryad decks, but if you're not playing Blood Moon, I guess it's fine. No, we're playing Blood Moon. We have 3 Blood Moons and a Boil, and I thought, you know, I want at least 4 effects that hose you hard. So, all right, are we keeping this hand? Yes, we're keeping this hand. The sideboard of this deck doesn't feature 4 Blood Moons. There's 3 Blood Moons and 1 Boil, and I thought, you know, I'm sure I'm going to bring them all in. I repeatedly get paid off big time for having Boil against the Titan Dryad decks. So maybe I'm not supposed to bring it in, but I have almost always been rewarded for doing so. What is up? Larynx Punchworthy. So far the punt count is low. Hey, thanks for that Prime sub. That 9-month subscription means you've been subscribed since I was about 3 months into streaming, because it's I passed a year a couple weeks ago. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, looks like we're against Money Pile. I think I'll jam a Channeler here, see what happens. If it's a remand, I'm not upset about it. If it's Path to Exile, I'm pretty excited about it. Is this Aspiring Spikes deck? No, this is Sick Nasty's deck. Sick Nasty. While I will play Aspiring Spikes but I try to do it less. Oh, the opponent? No, they're on 4-color Money Pile most likely. What's up, Strafo? Yeah, Magmatic Channeler is awesome. Awesome card. Ugh. He doesn't run fetches in his deck. No, he doesn't. No, the Lotus Field deck is not this as soon as there was the Ketria Triome, they're definitely not. Well, that's a pleasant draw. Now, I don't have a mountain in play. It would be easy to think that I did, but I don't. So let's go get a Blood Crypt, I suppose. So Phoenix of Ash being the haste creature no one's expecting has been relevant multiple times already, which I am happy about. I suppose I could also just play Stomp Inquisition, but Inquisition can't grab Omnath if they have one. Grabbing an Uro is less than great. I guess they could have a second Teferi. That would kind of suck. Or Ren 6. All right, we're gonna Inquisition. You're on the bench, Phoenix. Be ready. Be oiled up. Hey, look, they have everything awful. Oh god, and they have a Hero of Dominaria as well. This game is probably not going to go well for us. Yeah, I guess we take the Ren and 6, and then we play Channeler. Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna deal with the Teferi Hero of Dominaria, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Honestly, the play for them might be jam second Teferi, just tempo out the Channeler again. Looks like they're probably gonna play Uro, but gonna channel right into a Thoughtseize. Hey, look at Zach with the big brain. I'm not saying I know how to play Magic the Gathering over here, but you know, I've slung some spells. All right, I think we go Channeler and Stamp. Stamp. I'm giving you my stamp of approval. Oh yeah. Bonecrusher. That it was a half rhyme. You can't get 10 out of 10 for a half rhyme. Half rhymes are bullshit. And who just came into the channel? It's the boat guy. Welcome, friend. Unfortunately, we're not playing any copies of Sky Sovereign in this deck. Batterskull is the ground boat. Yeah, it is like a tank. I always think of the Batterskull as like being like a troop transport with like a bunch of dudes hiding in there. Boat guy seems to have safe harbor everywhere. Yeah, well, I was gonna say I think he wandered in here after watching you, so I have Chase to thank for some amount of my wonderful human beings here. All right, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to play another Channeler and play Stoneforge Mystic. Which I guess means we can activate Channeler first, pitch the Phoenix of Ash, see if I hit a land. Yeah, I like that. This card is so good. Can we play a teamer deck with Uro in this card? I want to play a teamer deck with Uro in this card. It's bad, but it's like so good. Oh. I guess. That's both my Kaya's Guiles. Man, that sucks so bad. Because they have an Uro in their hand right now. Oh, why does it suck so bad? They have so much open mana. Alright. We're just burning that card. There's no way I'm playing Kaya's Guile this turn. It's so pointless. Especially into their open counter magic. Like I think I just need to double spell, and I don't think there's any question in my mind about it. We'll see if they remand or mana leak this, and then hopefully we get to it looks like they're gonna go for it. Which means I get to resolve the Stoneforge Mystic, which I'm much happier about. I would like to get Embercleave with the Stoneforge Mystic. But and that's the way the news goes. Oh yeah, they play counter magic. I want to get Embercleave, but I think Sword is better. Strifo, they usually play some combination of mana leaks and remands, up to 4 copies of like both of those cards together. So they'll have like 2 and 2 or 2 and 1, 1 and 2. Doubling your mana is good. You gotta double your pleasure, friend. You gotta double your pleasure. Double your mana, double your pleasure. Uro green. No, I know Uro's green. And I know Sword is good against that. I'm just Embercleave would like Sword versus Planeswalkers is non-bow. And this mother flipper is super, super powerful and really needs to die. Yeah, I mean, at least we're already 2-0 in this league, Ilsic. So, Mr. Sick Nasty. Sick Nasty. So, you know, we've already had a pretty good run of luck here. Good plays and luck. Like, you know, we hit both the Kaya's Guiles and we made the right play, right? We didn't play them. Yeah, Ilsic Nasty is Kusumania. Mr. Sick Nasty himself. Unofficial mascot of the channel. Sick Nasty. Yeah, dog, just chopping some potatoes. What a rascal. We, Ilsic, forever ago, I used to start describing stuff as being sick nasty. And Roy kind of made it the mascot, and or Roy made it like it's like one of the signatures of the channel was calling stuff sick nasty. And then when you joined the Faithless Brewing server, it was like, oh look, it's sick nasty in person form, Ilsic Nasty. And then it turned out you were a good player with good brews, so they tucked my channeler. That is so rude. I guess we're gonna have to fly out and punch him. I mean, the other option is play a second stone. No, I can't activate Stoneforge if I play a second Stoneforge. Oh, I can just stomp. Huh. All right. See if they have another piece of counter magic, I guess. Bonk. Oh, Strifo, they also play Cryptic Command. Their deck is super greedy. Blossoming Defense. It's not a creature. Oh, sorry. Heroic Intervention. Well, chopping potatoes is quality work. Oh, that's so rude. Yeah, I'm just dropping this sword in. Potatoes are quality food, but I prefer my potatoes grated, combined with onions, and turned into delicious potato pancakes. Or latkes. Oh, they're delicious. Oh, I love them. They're fabulous. Can't project as well when I do the super deep voices, so I should, grab the mic.
Oh, they're so fabulous. Oh, they're so good. Potato latkes.
Are 9s good in the world of grated potatoes? One assumes it's out of 10. Ooh. Wait. Protection from green and black, eh? Might be good enough, unless they have Cryptic. Wait. They're just gonna kill me before I kill them. Never mind. Yeah, the sword is good. We'll see if it's good enough. Oh, this is... I should have gone Batterskull, then sword on the skull. I had the play. Oh, shit. I don't play enough Stoneforge decks. Yay! I mean, if they have the Cryptic, we're going to get blown out either way. So... Look, Roy. They're gonna have the Cryptic, so it's not gonna matter. Don't worry about it. All right, we'll play the Stoneforge. Oh, no, yeah, they're gonna go Cryptic and bounce, counter bounce. No, see, nothing mattered. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing mattered. We never could win it, so it didn't matter. What, they bounced the sword? Oh, MTG bot beat Nightbot. Good job, buddy. I didn't actually notice, for what it's worth. Alright, so don't need Fatal Push. And then Kaya's Guile seems speculatively useful here. I know it's good against Uros, but it's so expensive. I don't know, maybe it's alright. Maybe it's alright. I like cutting it here because we're bringing in Blood Moons, and it bothered me that that deck is greedier and faster than my deck while occupying a similar place in people's mind. I disagree. Nobody hates Strifo Pile like people hate Money Pile. Like, one of the biggest differences, there isn't a huge number of people playing your deck, Strifo, but there's a huge number of people playing this deck. This deck is like 5-color Snoko. Five-color Snoko is the deck we're playing against, essentially, and then there is also people who play 4-color. Money Pile looks like a status symbol. There are people. Sneak Show player once told me your deck was ruining Magic. I mean, that's their individual opinion, but it's not. Your deck is not like the meta. And maybe this was a while ago. Like, maybe this is when it was, you know, more egregious to play the kind of thing that you do. I think I want to cut the Kaya's Guiles. If I do I want to bring in Remorseful Clerics? I kind of feel like that's okay. I have to find a couple more cuts. I don't know if I want as much discard when they're going to have Veil of Summers. Definitely Lightning Bolt is not particularly good. And then Bonecrusher's not that great. Been very impressed with Lingering Souls. Also, what did you do to that Sneak and Show player before they told you that? Because, like, I don't understand how Sneak and Show can play against your deck and be upset about it. Oh my god, I can't believe you cast a bunch of fair spells while I was about to combo you. What a jackass. You looped Punishing Fires. I was going to haste an Embercleave at you. Oh my god, I played Show and Tell and you dropped in Notion Thief. Yeah, that's Roy's got the response name. Oh, so we're gonna win this game, huh? Okay. Yeah, it looks sweet. It's playing sweet so far, friend. Mr. Bojangles. You're not Mr. Bojangles, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, we won the game! Probably. We'll see how greedily they fetch here. If they start fetching basics, they could make it through. We'll see. Oh. Oh, clever girl. So they get blue-white out of this? Well, they won't have any green to cast their Uros. That's pretty hot. I suppose they could have actual pay-for-play counter magic here, but I'm not playing around it. You don't not jam your Blood Moon here. We cleared the way. They don't have the Celestial Purge to exile it, so... like... We did it! Yeah, oh no, I mean, we did just top deck the Boiled BJT, so I didn't want to, like... say that was like part of my strategy was like, oh, see if they have the counter magic, we can fake them out and just get them with the moon. Like that was not a thing, right? Please draw Path to Exiles. Oh, that's a good one. Although, yeah, no, we'll play Bonecrusher this turn, and we'll play Phoenix next turn. I suppose I could ditch Phoenix into my graveyard and try to hit a land so that we're set up for Boil. Yeah, I don't hate that. Attacking with Magmatic Channeler is next to valueless at the moment until we get to the point. Well, it's going into exile, which is a little bit unfortunate, but yeah. I think we just take the Bloodstained Mire, play Bonecrusher. Bonecrusher is ready. He's got 4 power. He's a big boy. He's a large lad. A thick. Has anyone got a word for boy that starts with T? Anyone? Bueller? I'm sure we'll find one. Nobody use a thesaurus. Those are for cowards. You gotta use your brain muscles. Hey, we found a swamp. I can now play black spells. But I can't play the Seasoned Pyromancer unless I want to pitch my Boil. I am supposed to, though, right? Because this puts 3 power into play. Next turn I can put another 3 power into play. Like, it's just... I think it would be negligent and overly conservative not to jam the Pyromancer here. Why not Boil on upkeep? What, to kill 1 land? I mean, I could, but like, if they rip a Celestial Purge, it... Yeah, I guess it could cut them off of Aether Gust. Yeah. All right, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Because Aether Gust isn't out for them, right? Oh, no, I needed the upkeep stop. No! Ah. All right, we'll do it end step. It'll be good enough. It'll be good enough. It'll be good enough. You can't play Hour of Promise. All right, well, we were never going to stop them from doing that. So, you know. Well, good thing we have Phoenix of Ash, huh? Oh. Look at you. I mean, it means they don't get to leak my Phoenix of Ash. So that ain't not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just start beating him to death. We want to keep as many instants and sorceries in our graveyard as possible for future Magmatic Channelers. Go, Phoenix. Go, go, go. Phoenix, be good. He was a little land that came from... Oh, Theros. That wasn't the number of syllables I wanted. Oh no. Oh. You hate to see it. Ugh. Nasty. That was nasty. All right, I guess we crack them for 5 and then we play a Remorseful Cleric. Yeah. The Phoenix has flying. I mean... Yeah, it's no Skyclave apparition. We're gonna play the Cleric? Yeah, we're gonna play the Cleric. So hit him for 5, and then we play another 2-power creature, and then we kill him next turn. They said they didn't realize it had flying. And I told them, yeah, it's no Skyclave apparition. No, they didn't say anything like that. They just said, "Ooh, I forgot." The Phoenix has flying? Weird. I know, Firebirds. Who knew? Nobody knew. Nobody knew. No one could have told me it would be so complicated. I'm glad we still have that command. That is great. We got some good shit going on here.
That's so ratchet.
That's on my soundboard, Chase. If you're still here, you should know. I have two quotes for that from that song. Both from the same section. Can I keep this? It's not good, but it has a blood moon. We have plenty. What's the second? Who goes out on Mondays?
Who goes out on Mondays?
I love both those quotes so much. So we got 9 fetches. All right. I'm keeping this. We have a play on turn 2. It's not a good play, but we have a play on turn 2, which can kill a Ren 6. We have plenty of live draws. No fear. Yeah, I'm just greedy. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen. Come on. What am I, an amateur? Yeah, I do need to get the quote on my soundboard of "Boom, baby." Okay, we're getting basic planes here because I've got plenty of everything. I don't have black if I resolve the Blood Moon, but I also don't have any black spells other than Dreadbore, so I'm okay with this. I guess we jam Stoneforge, because it's like the highest reward here, if they have counter magic. And it's the lowest punishment if they don't have counter magic and they just play it to fairy. Yeah. And on the plus side, we've actually squeezed them pretty well in that... Okay, sure. We've squeezed them fairly effectively in that they want to play as many copies of Celestial Purge and Aethergust as possible, which means they can't necessarily play all the cards that deal with Stoneforge Mystic. Not saying that's insane or anything, but it is nice to hit them on multiple angles like that. On the downside, if they resolve it to fairy and they plus it, I'm not thrilled. Nothing, huh? Okay, so they have more counter magic. All right. Think I want to play Seasoned Pyro here? Yeah. Worst comes to worst, we end up double spelling next turn. Smells like Aethergust? Could be. They could just have Celestial Purge. They could have Path to Exile. Okay. I think I'm ditching Dreadbore, which seems super sketchy. And maybe Castle Embereth. Although Embereth with the 2 Seasoned Pyromancer tokens sounds like fun. Maybe Dreadbore Remorseful Cleric. Because I do want to hit a 5th land to be able to play an equipped sword. This is a toughie. I guess if they have Jace and I have multiple creatures in play, I'm not worried. I have 2 more Remorseful Clerics, so if they get Uro, I'm not worried about that either. I just want to I want to put as many bodies on the battlefield as possible. Well, there's the 2nd Cleric, just like I wanted, and the land. So that everything came up Millhouse pretty much. I would like to draw a Thoughtseize or Inquisition next turn. That'd be nice. Someone say Mole Man. And now part 8 of the constant agony that is my life. All right, so Castle Embereth does not currently come into play untapped. We're playing Sacred Foundry this turn. We're probably playing post-combat Remorseful Cleric. Actually, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we'll go shock this attack, crack him for 4, which I can't imagine doesn't go through. I'm guessing they have Force and Negation in their hand. Whatever they have, I'm just jamming the Cleric here. It's unlikely to be countered. Cool. And then if they have Flame Spout, they need Flame Spout into a 2 CMC counter to really mess me up, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I won't actually be okay with that, but you know, you can only do so much. I think we've positioned ourselves pretty well. Ourselves. All right, what do you got, nerd? 4-color Omnath. Warehouse of Souls. Teferi? Oh, there's the Fire Spout. Well, I mean... Okay, I would like to top deck a discard spell. Right now. It's not what I wanted. Well, if I go land go, we can put the Pyromancer tokens into play and then put sword on one. I think that's the highest upside play if we pull it off. Everything else actually seems considerably worse. That is what I'm going with. No, honestly, like looking at the options I have right now with the hand I have, that is by far the worst, like by far the best, and everything else is kind of awful. The one thing is I should have played Bloodstained Mire or Marsh Flats to fetch a swamp. I like 10 out of 10. Sure. But because we don't have any double black spells in our entire 75, it's actually not a big deal. Okay. They plussed on me and they bottomed it. That's a good sign. I mean, there's no way we don't play and equip the sword here, right? The other option is we, like, go to poke Jace with Castle Embereth up. And assuming they've read this, we could put Jace to 1. How'd you feel about Crocs in a build like this? Well, that's actually a consideration that Ilsic Nasty made and specifically took Croxa out in favor of Phoenix of Ash, because Phoenix of Ash doesn't cost any black mana, so it's easier to play Blood Moon in your 3-color deck if you don't have to worry about double black or double white. Yeah, sorry, Ilsic. I know you're here and you could have explained it better, probably. Yeah, what I said. Or what Ilsic Nasty said. Sick nasty. Yeah, Phoenix is pretty good. I like Phoenix a lot. So playing an equipping sword is insane here. If we fail... So our other option is like attack for 2, play Magmatic Channeler, hope they try to deal with it, and then slam Blood Moon, which is not insane. I'm going to go for the sword play. I'm going to play one of these lands out first because I don't want to get mana leaked. I guess the best worst case scenario is that they have counter magic and they need to cast it now. I'm really hoping they don't have Path. That's Path or Bolt would be the worst. That would be the most significant, most frustrating blowout here. Jamming. We're jamming. Jamming. Ugh. Holy crap. Holy crap. I don't know what to do. I've never been so unpunished in my life. Somebody call a mistress. I need someone to spank me after that one. All right. Channeler? Okay, if I play Blood Moon and it gets countered or whatever here, like kudos. If you've got it here, like just amen, brother. Oh, good for you. Holy crap. Wow. I'm not even mad. How could I be? Good for you. Yeah, we should have cracked the fetch for a swamp before that. I noticed it and it was too late and it didn't matter. And if I resolved that Blood Moon, I wasn't going to be upset about not having black mana. I mean, maybe when we draw a black spell immediately, which of course we would, but you know. Wow. Yeah, that's fine. Did they not? They haven't brainstormed. Why have they not brainstormed? Why are they casting spells and they haven't brainstormed? Are they planning on not brainstorming? They bounced the token instead of the sword. What? I don't know what's happening. I don't think our opponent is a warrior. I think cowards can probably block them. Why would they bounce the sword? It's a lot more mana efficient. Like it hits my tempo way harder. Unless you meant why wouldn't they bounce the sword? I have no idea is the answer to that. Okay. They already used both of these things to draw cards. They reset Firespout, that's fine. That card is red and green. So this card gives protection from Firespout. And from zombies. Okay. So they have to have the land here. Wow. It's a good draw. It's a good draw. Shit. They put it together here. Okay. I would like to draw Lingering Souls or Phoenix of Ash. Okay. Yeah, can't stop that one. It still doesn't make sense that they bounce the sword, right? Like, all right, we're getting a swamp. Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix. Okay. I mean, they have 0 cards in hand. They get a brainstorm, but they have 0 cards in hand. Yeah, there's nothing else to do here. We just... Sure. It's a good top deck. So we just kill the Jace here, right? 10 out of 10. Super annoying that I can't reset the Batterskull in the same turn, but I have to kill the Jace. They have 0 cards in hand right now. Like, it's the only thing that makes sense. Because I can't reset the Batterskull this turn, and because next turn I can go Batterskull Sword anyway, and their Teferi's going to be on 3 next turn to blow me out anyway, I'm not playing this land. I'm gonna hold on to it. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense in this deck because the rummaging we have is from young Seasoned Pyromancer, so it doesn't get affected by lands being in your hand necessarily. But we can always just play it. Like if my top deck is Pyromancer, then we just play the land and play the Pyromancer. And maybe this ends up getting the Teferi off the battlefield, which will be not the worst. I would also accept drawing a Dreadbore. Okay, we need to draw something. Dreadbore or Lightning Bolt are preferable. Phoenix is also acceptable. That's not good. Not good enough, unfortunately. So if they bounce my Germ, I can still play the Batterskull again next turn. If I play this land. All right. And then maybe we survive? Yeah, it's possible. Yep. No. Oh, no. Oh, they have double green, double blue. Yeah, we're done. There's no more outs. There's no more outs now. They drew out of it. It was a very tight one. I'll be back in a second because the oven timer is going off, and I assume my grandmother can't hear it as usual. Well, I know, but there's no way you can hear that.
It means my buns have
Excellent. She's making cinnamon buns. Would sword equipped have helped you? Nope. Teferi is blue and white, and that sword gives protection from green and black. So, no, unfortunately. So I had to trim your creature count so their planeswalker take over the game. Yeah, I guess so, Roy. But the only way that actually worked out for them is because they were able to reset their flame spout. So, and there's no way we could have made it work better. But our Magmatic Channeler, if it had been a 4/4 there, would have survived and carried us. But again, that was a very tight one, right? Like that actually was a very, very good match. So, you know. On the play, I'm not keeping this. It's so close, but there's too many 3-drops in this hand. On the play, oh, it's so close, but there's... Well... I have 3 castable spells. I really don't want to go to 5. Alright. Never punished, y'all. Never punished. All right? Don't try this at home. Yes, I remember last match where we mulled to 4, we won. But that was post-board where we had powerful haymakers. Well, that's a yikes. Hey-oh! Never punished. We're gonna get so punished. Oh, thank God. Whew. I was worried there for a second. I was worried there. When they played that expedition map, I was worried. Alright, so we're taking Chalice, then we're taking Karn. No, we can leave the Karn, because we have Dreadbore. We're taking Chalice, and then we're going to probably take the Smasher. But not this turn. We don't need to take that much damage against E-Tron. This fatal push is slightly awkward. And playing against Maze Mind Tome does suck. But we have Kolaghan's Command post-board, so hopefully... We have Kolaghan's Command and we have Blood Moon, so... Well, that's not the best draw I've ever drawn. One smashy lad, please. No smashers allowed. Sucker for utility lands. I think Locthwain should be just a Blackcleave Cliffs. Well, I mean, I like it, but the problem is this deck has like a Plains and a Sacred Foundry and I like the Locthwain. I really do. I love that card. It hasn't come up yet, but if we run into like black-red mid-range, it could be useful. If we run into like Death and Taxes, it could be really good. So like, I wouldn't cut it. I would keep the Locthwain. I like it a lot. I too am a sucker for utility lands. Land. Red source. Why would you do that during my upkeep? That doesn't help you. Alright. I'm getting a mountain because I'm pretty likely to draw a red source and then have Pyromancer. I think I'm less likely to draw a Stoneforge Mystic. Stoneforge Mystic is the only thing I can cast, so. And I definitely want to have this Dreadbore ready to go. Well, that's a shame. That was not my favorite draw. I freely admit that. They're just drawing cards. Oh, Maze Mind Tome is very good. Man, I can't even get Revolt if they play a Thoughtseize here. Luckily, I don't have it, but they do have that Karn. But why didn't you Dreadbore the Maze Mind Tome? Asking the real questions here. That's why we keep Freedmania around. I'm telling you. And if you don't know, now you know. All right, we're ditching Fatal Push and Pyromancer. If you don't know, now you know. Hi-yo! They didn't want me to Stoneforge Mystic, but Stoneforge Mystic don't give up. All right. Dear Mardu deck, I would like to top deck a land. Sincerely, your pilot. Don't crit me, bro. Ho! That's not what we wanted to see. Because they are getting an Urza's Tower next turn, and that... That's going to be no fun. Chris, why? I'm sorry, it's not personal, but I am a mercenary for hire. These brass trimmings don't polish themselves. I guess I understand, Chris. Economics has a way of making the worst of all of us. You hear that? Capitalism. Capitalism was the enemy all along. All right. So we're gonna die. Yeah. So we can go Inquisition and Stoneforge this turn. We'll get regret. This is IO hit, gonna hit anything. I mean, I think we're firing it off the turn. I think we play Stoneforge Mystic, go get Embercleave, and we Inquisition them. IOK and Dreadbore. We can't. We don't have double black. Because they killed my Triome earlier. Otherwise I would, but I I think we'll play Stoneforge and Inquisition. Yeah, we're gonna Inquisition first. Well, I mean, I'm glad I did it. So they're gonna be able to fetch Tower, but they can only crank once. So it's actually not that devastating. Bliss is gonna kill everything. I mean, it depends on how they play it. You know, actually, if I get Batterskull, it kind of forces their hand on killing my Stoneforge Mystic, so I'm okay with that. And I have another Stoneforge Mystic at the Embercleave later, so I can attack. I'm not doing any blocking. Block me. Block me! Scry the Tron piece at the top. That would be rough. I mean, they're doing it. Top it, top it, top it, top it, top it, top it, top it. Bottomed it. Oh, you hate to see it. Okay, so they only have 7 mana here. They do have Karn, so they can go Karn minus and play a 3-drop, which is scary-ish. Like, Bridge is not problematic yet, but it will be. Do I have main deck outs for Bridge? I guess not, huh? Because we're not playing Kolaghan's Command? No, we're not. If they draw uncastable spells, we could, like, Lingering Souls sneak underneath it. But, see, now they've figured out the thing I figured out last turn, which is, like, do they want to crank the Ballista and just start mowing down my army? Or do they want to play the Karn? And they have to crank the Ballista once to keep it alive after they kill my Stoneforge Mystic. I would like to draw a red land. What? There's... Unless you're going to play Karn 3-drop and not... Okay, thank you. Thank you. Can my Tron opponent not count to 7? Is that what's going on? All is dust. Sure. Sure. No, Roy, I have to tell them that they misplayed. And then you get to tell them that they missed their Chalice trigger. he was definitely a dick. That was the same guy, right? Where I was like, yo, Roy, how's it going? And he was like, excuse me, we're playing a match here? Yeah. Listen, dude, I get it. You're a super serious Magic the Gathering player, but the other part was Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude's an important part of life, my friend. All right. Well, I think we're screwed. What is the shortest road to Rome here? All attack Karn, Ballista blocks Stoneforge. I guess they just keep the Ballista there? And let their Karn die? Not likely to win the game after that. We have to Dreadbore the Walking Ballista after that. You have to kill Ballista, then attack Karn. I don't have to. I could always kill the Karn afterwards. Like, if we swing everything at Karn and they spend the whole Ballista to keep Karn alive, We just Dreadbore it afterwards. I don't have to kill the Ballista and then kill the Karn. I get to kill both no matter what. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way I can do it where I get away with slightly more value. But I don't really think there is. And unfortunately we didn't draw land, so our turn is gonna just generally suck. In order to keep Karn alive, they have to sack the Ballista. That is non-negotiable. I think if I attack the Ballista with only Pyro and 2 Elementals, I probably end up the best, because they have to block the Pyro. They don't have to shoot both Elementals. They could let Karn just go to 1. Yeah, actually, I think that's the best line. Why give them the choice? Because then they could make a worse choice than what they would otherwise end up with. Oh, you know what though? Having Stoneforge in play doesn't matter. We're gonna play into the opportunity for them to make a misplay here. That's what we're doing. Yeah, see that if they make this block, this is better for me than what otherwise could happen. They just let it go? No, that is passing priority to them. Do we have a strategy for that bridge? Nope. Our strategy for the bridge is to sneak under it. That's all we got. So I put the Karn to 1. I don't actually have to kill the Karn, so I'm not going to. I can always kill it next turn. Lose! That's what I usually do. I mean, that's a strategy. Remember, you can lose a battle and win the war. It's not impossible that they can't empty their hand. Like, it does happen. It's not likely, but it's possible. They have 13 mana to play Eldrazi spells. They could just hard cast Embercleave. Not the big one, the little one. How do you play Mardu without a maybe K command? Main board. This is game 1. We have post board K commands, but to be perfectly honest, this deck is not playing a huge number of artifact destruction spells, and maybe could be a K command in the main. I think so. The Kaya's Guiles have been very unimpressive this league, so I'm not sold on that card. Okay, that's potentially a yikes. If this is Sundering Titan, I'm dead. Don't sunder me, bro. Alfonso? Is that like a pro player's card or something? I feel like I made a joke about something Alfonso, and I should know what that is. Kai's Guile means you really want to see a lot of shadow decks. Yeah, which there's supposed to be. There are supposed to be lots of like red aggro and black-red shadow decks around. We just haven't faced any of this league so far. We faced Etron. Sorin. Oh, Sorin, that's right. Oh, yeah. They did the thing. They did the thing. It's over. We're done. And no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Guile's pretty hit or miss. Exactly. I mean, it's really, really, really insane when it's good, but so far this league, it's had no opportunity to be particularly good. Even against the Uro deck that we played against, right? I ended up cutting it because I was like, it's not gonna cut it. Oh, we have Wear Tear. I forgot. We have Wear Tear. Okay. So if a 6 ends, like A-Bolt could go out. Thoughtseize, Inquisition. I don't want to take out all the discard, but they are a Chalice deck. I would like to limit the effectiveness of their chalices. No, we got real close, but they ended up pulling it out at the last minute. BJT. Bolts aren't good? Yeah, I guess not. Didn't kill it down to Karn, but yeah, all right. I guess we're not supposed to be winning that way. Needles aren't terrible. Okay. Nice. Roy with the call. Oh, Kaya's Guile's no good here. It's not useless, but I think we're better off without it. Okay, I'm happy with this. I don't love the fatal pushes, but I guess being able to kill Thoughtseers is not the worst thing in the world. The Phoenix has been good. Phoenix has been good. It's not great in this, like, it's not great or bad in this matchup. It's fine. It's great as a flyer with haste that can punch Karn or carry a sword or a Batterskull or Embercleave. That is a banger. Wow, this hand is really, really good. Wow, we did well. Actually, it's almost like a mold of 5, huh? I was just looking at Thoughtseize, Blackcleave Cliffs, and Stoneforge. My evaluation of this hand was a roller coaster of emotions. All right. Well, I guess I take the map. Yep. Yep. Man, this is kind of sucky, huh? Okay. Would like to draw Blood Moon. I wonder if we should play Channeler on too. Take Karn. I think they'll get Tron with the tome anyway. Yeah, but it takes a lot longer. I mean, maybe that's right. Maybe you're right. And then if we did hit the Blood Moon like I wanted to, we'd be better off, right? Shoot. Karn shuts off your Stoneforge plan. It doesn't shut off Batterskull. Karn tends to die to Batterskull. Channeler doesn't pushes. Yeah, I think that's what we're up to. I should have taken the Karn because what I should have realized is my plan should be dig to Blood Moon. Chandler reference. What was the Chandler reference? What the flip? When was I referring to Chandler? You mean Channeler? I really hope I don't speak so poorly that my saying Channeler sounds like Chandler. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I guess it's nice to have stuff that you can discard with no shame. Chandler, your diction is lovely. I've never had any ladies complain. All right, well, that's a shame. All right. Do that thing. Do this thing. I'm getting sort of feast and famine here, actually. Once again, excellent content. Just watched enough Aqua Teen Hunger Voice to have Carl be my spirit animal sometimes. Wow, I wonder why those spells aren't working. That's because they're Foreigner songs, and Foreigner sucks. No, they ain't! I saw them in the Meadowlands with Brian Adams. It was a kick-ass show. Totally felt up this chick while she was kind of passed out and they were playing Urgent. Oh, Carl. You monster. As long as you eat a nice Brood Witch. Oh, you got those hairs on the bottom of your feet too?
Tonight, you.
Oh man, hand banana. Hand banana. Oh, dat member. Giving me the business. That's fine. I'm okay with this. All right. We are fetching a swamp here. And maybe things can work out for our hero. Yeah, the chalice is not the worst thing I've ever seen happen to me. All right, so easy prey. Well, I mean, at least it's not a tough decision. Man, if they hit Tron into Karn next turn, we're so dead. But I think we just have to assume that they're not going to. Stomping Karn doesn't help me at all. So yeah, we're just casting Bonecrusher. Yeah, we're that's what we're doing. Boney G. Do 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 do. There lived an orange man in Eldraine long ago. He was big and strong. On his boots his face did go. There you go. What, doctor? That's one big smashing boy. Please attack me. Alright. Well, we still have Dreadbore in our deck. Although, if I have to play an equipped sword, I'm not going to be able to Dreadbore. Is anyone got a Painter's Servant I could borrow? Painter's Servant, anybody? Alright, I think I'm pitching Marsh Flats. Suit up that S-word. That doesn't... they'll just block and kill my Bonecrusher. That doesn't help. And then they'll Karn me next turn. I need to deal with this thing. Peasants may now rejoice. And there was much rejoicing. I'm pitching Marsh Flats. Okay, I mean, if that's how you want to play it, deck. You know, we could have drawn Lingering Souls. You know? I left it in for a reason. It's because I wanted to draw it. Alright. I guess we have to play and equip the sword. Swing Bonecrusher into the Smasher. Yeah. Boy, that sucks. Alright, well. Yeah, I know. It's no good. Oh, Alex, I did the whole rigmarole. Yeah, no, I mean, we always knew we could trade from the beginning of the turn. It's just like, that's like the worst play that happens for us here. They took it. Okay. Wow, they really want to protect this Karn. Yeah, I'm in for that, Alex. I was the first person to respond. If there's a confirmation that needs to be done, I am confirming. Wow, it's a shame I don't have anything to do with this mana. Christmas Curry Friday. We're having Christmas Curry tomorrow. Nice. Red curry, green veggies. Nice. Is that oh, fuck. Karn and 6 mana. No, I know Larynx Punchworthy. I know. I didn't think of it, and then it was too late. The problem is the castle was in my hand, and the Channeler flipped me a land. So playing the castle out of my hand means I would lose the card off the Channeler, which, admittedly, you know, probably should have just done it because I just flipped 2 lands with the Channeler, so that was, you know, not useful. All right, I mean, if we top deck K-Command. How many did we bring in? 1? Yikes. Couldn't resist the free value. That's true. That's true. No, I mean, I saw the line when I was like looking at the beginning of that turn, but just the way the Channeler worked out, it was like no good. No mas. No es bueno. No es bueno. Okay. Well, I'm not dead yet, but they're gonna tighten me this turn, huh? I can't even cast the Pyromancer. God, that sucks. Yeah, we just got wrecked by E-Tron. Maze Mind Tome really kind of crushed us both games. Just drew them so many cards. Yeah, I mean, I definitely screwed up from the beginning of this game. I should have just let them have the map. Like we're playing against a smart, very patient E-Tron player. They know that my deck is not actually going to kill them that quickly, so they were able to sort of slow roll the game, both game 1 and game 2, to a point where they just were able to get away with it. But what are you gonna do? Not enough Kolaghan's commands. I don't know what they're tanking about. Yep. Get the Titan. Do it. I want you to do it. Ballista? 3, 4, 5. They should play it for 5. I mean, unless they have something else they want to play. There it goes. Yeah, this is fantastically bad. E-Tron is really bad at assembling Tron, but they always have it. Yeah, it really feels like they do, huh? Well, this is fine, because I wanted to draw a card at end of turn with Locthwain anyway. Still get to play a Ballista X4. Yikes. There's no wrong way to eat that, races. Watch his opponent. What are you doing? That is not an okay way to eat the races. Oh, great. Yeah, well, that's I like E-Tron honestly as a deck. I mean, we can still rep the well, that's a little unfortunate. Okay. So Bonecrusher's no good. Got it. Slows our impending doom. Does it? I don't think it does, Blitz. Oh, there's Wear Tear. Okay. Why didn't we discard Phoenix and play Moon? What? How, that doesn't... Yeah, maybe. I feel like this is way better about our Impending Doom, though, right? Because we get to go kill your Karn, kill your Ballista, and then we just have to buy more time. Or, no, we kill the bridge and kill the Ballista. No, can't do that. I have to kill the Ballista. If you kill the bridge, you die. I guess. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to kill Ballista and Karn. Yeah, that's the only way to do this, actually. They can't kill my Bonecrusher. Yeah, they do have a really hard time beating Etron. Sorry, Etron has a really hard time beating Uro. That's just... I mean, that's just them all over. Yeah, exactly. It's like Niv Mizzet always kind of gave them the business, too, where they were like, a 5/5? Or sorry, a 6/6? My Reality Smasher's not bigger than a 6/6. What? What is happening? Alright, well, stamp. I think I have to kill the Karn, though. I think not killing the Karn is a big mistake. Oh shit, I'm dead. God damn it, I didn't... I took 1 damage somewhere. I thought I was at 9. Well, we'll see if they see the... Oh wait, no, the bridge is still in play. I'm an idiot. That's the reason we kept the bridge in play. Because we can draw out faster than they do right now, because we've got double Channeler. Want to beat Etron? Just play Uro, Titan with counterspells, easy clap. Yeah, it also helps to have a limited number of permanents they can interact with. Like, if you don't play artifacts, and you don't play a lot of, like, colored permanents you care about, then it's a lot easier. So, like, Sultai Wilderness Wreck, it's like that you don't play anything that they care about until you play your wreck. No way. Oh god. All is dust? Nope. What? I'm terrified. Okay. I mean, suppose we should have seen it coming. Yeah, we're playing Batterskull here. If we draw Kolaghan's Command, we get to rock through. Yeah, Cryptic Command. Well, Cryptic Command is just generally good against anyone trying to play like a mid-range deck. All right, well, we've entered this phase of the game. That's a really good draw for this phase of the game. And we could Locthwain here for 1 damage. I'm willing to do that. Rather than play Bonecrusher. Bonecrusher! He's ready.
Put me in, coach. Oh, I'm ready to go.
The Matter Reshaper of Etron. He's here, Roy. Okay. So we still have Wear Tear. Bonecrusher Giant sounds like a monster truck. It does do. Right. Well, that's good. Well, that's... that sure is something. I guess we take the 4th Channeler. I mean, we don't not take the 4th Channeler. Wait, I don't have enough red in play to play the Channeler plus Pyromancer. Pyromancer digs me 2 and gives me... Yeah, we're gonna go with Souls, unfortunately. I'm gonna be short-sighted. I'm gonna plan to lock up the homeless, just like you always want your Republicans to do. So that's a Simpsons reference. That's no actual reference to real day politics, but you know, it's a good reference. To lower your taxes, lock up the homeless, and rule you like a king. Yep, that's the one, BJT. Lower your taxes, lock up the homeless, and rule you like a king. Love it. It's just... Sideshow Bob knows what's up. There it is! Alright. So. Shatter, shock, equip the sword to the spirit, and then we'll see where we go from there. Hook that Batterskull up with a sword. It won't connect. I want to connect with a sword. So we're gonna put it on a flying spirit. Oh, I can pick up a creature too. So we're gonna go return target creature and shatter. We're gonna pick up. Oh, we don't have a Pyromancer, huh? All right, we'll get a Channeler. Bonecrusher? Bonecrusher. No, Channeler. Oh, Stoneforge. Doi. Holy crap, we're gonna kill them fast. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, wait. I do need to tap at least 1 red. Wait, we're gonna put Embercleave on the Batterskull is what we're gonna do. What? What happened? Well, I guess we lost it somewhere along the way. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Okay, well. I channeled it out. I bet I did. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm sure I did. This is more than fine, right? Like they're done next turn. We just play Bonecrusher. And then play Lingering Souls. And pass the turn. Batterskull and Sword on a Spirit. I mean, we are going to kill them next turn, so they need to draw Walking Ballista to kill us. We could have Phoenix for more damage, but I screwed up because I thought we had Embercleave and we would have killed, or we wouldn't have killed them, but we would have swung with a 5/5 double strike, Vigilance, Lifelink, Trample, Germ blitz, which was going to gain me 10, which, you know, means I don't die to Walking Ballista, which I was worried about. Oh shit, I meant to move the sword. Sorry about that, BJT. Blah, 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 blah. I have words. I have the best words. Okay. So they kept a card in hand. I don't know what their out could possibly be, but we go... Can I equip and animate Phoenix? I can, right? Or not animate, dig out the Phoenix. No, I can't. I think we're just going to play the Phoenix. If they had another All's Dust, they would have cast it. I have no doubt in my mind. Eugene, they would have cast it. It doesn't... I don't think it makes any sense if they wouldn't. Shit. I should be picking lands. I'm an idiot. I mean, I need the clock for game 3, so I really shouldn't be faffing around on this, but whatever. We can plus our Phoenix. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's Exactsies. If they have a removal spell, I don't want to go all in case they do have a removal spell, so let's just... I'll leave my ground creatures back. Kill him? Kill him. Alright. Oh, they're out of those cards? You don't know that. The most recent competitive list I saw was playing 2 All Is Dust. All right, we got to play the last game really quickly. How are you always behind on clock? Because I talk too much. Hey, now we have almost 5 minutes. I think. Their outs were okay. Got it. Okay, I got it. That's their out. Sorry, I don't know why I was reading that wrong. Yep, you can keep that. If they turn 1 map, we'll needle it, with the downside being if they turn 2 Chalice, I get got. Okay, they didn't, so we have an easier ride here. I guess needle against Maze Mind Tome could be really good if that's what they have on 2. I'm going to get a basic in case we pick up the Blood Moon. This can get me a Plains. They have Thought Knot. They have Gemstone Caverns, but they don't have... Alright, good stuff. So we're going to take their Thought Knot Seer, and we're going to needle Maze Mind Tome. Got it. Cool. And we can fetch the Savai Triome. Rue got it. Okay. This thing. Ha! No response. Nobody would ever needle Maze Mind Tome. Till now. Reading is fundamental. Don't rip the land. Don't do it. Be nice. Oh, be nice. I mean, I took the Thought Knot Seer, but... Get the Triome. Well, shoot. I mean... We're gonna do it. Didn't fetch the Plains, immediately punished. But we get to play Bonecrusher into Phoenix, so that's a pretty fast clock. So hopefully we just dodge them being able to play anything relevant for the rest of the game. Bonecrusher! Oh, they do have the Dismember in their hand still. That's okay. They'll take 6 to play it. I have been liking the Phoenix, friend. I have been liking the Phoenix. They can play the Forsaken Monument now, but the mana ability on this is irrelevant. The Cast a Colorless spell is not. Alright. I never cured my bonitis. Mr. Bo Dingles. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Yeah, you can't cast Dismember with 0 mana, friendo. Quote 4 is my favorite. I just want everyone to know quote 4 is my favorite quote. Are they trying to cast All Is Dust? What's going on here? What did you draw? You can't do anything with your lands. They don't do anything. You can't play colorless spells. Did they draw Walking Ballista? Shit. No, they keep tapping 5. No, they have a Smasher, but they don't realize that red mana isn't colorless mana. It's 100% what's happening, because they keep going down to only 1 mana, and the Reality Smasher is saying, please pay a colorless. And the game's going, you can't. Shit, I was supposed to play the Phoenix there. You have so many quotes. Roy and Alex are good people, and they record the stupid crap I say. We had a goal, though, Strifo, where we wanted to hit 100 very quickly. Seize their All Is Dust. Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, this is fine, because they took 6 there. I'm gonna pump the Phoenix, and then Thoughtseize their All Is Dust, and we should be in the clear. Even if they top deck the Wastes, we should be good. Oh, no, wait. Next turn, I just pump and kill them. So, should be good here. Yeah, okay. I think they're on the no outer. Oh, if they manage to tap a colorless spell, they gain 2 life. So we'll see. Like if they draw a Maze Mind Tome or a Chalice or a... No, they're still trying to cast a Smasher. I think we've been running into a bunch of non-Moto users again. Yep. Sorry, the oven timer's going off again. I really hate to do this to you guys, but we did manage to squeeze it out and go to 3-1 there, so hold on. You should set it on your phone or something so you can carry it with you. Well, there's just no way you're ever going to hear it at that distance. Yeah. Right.
She's making Chelsea buns. Oh, they're delicious.
We're making Chelsea buns or cinnamon rolls, so... a winning channel! Or a winning record on this channel at this time of year. Chelsea buns are cinnamon buns with... there's something on them. Nuts? I think it's the walnuts. Something like that. Or maybe they're just like a sticky bun. I don't know why they're called Chelsea buns. I have to look into the internets to find out. I bet my grandfather knew, but he's not with us anymore. But we make sure to have things like Chelsea buns on Christmas morning because he would have loved that. He always did. No, Roy, he died a couple years ago, and he had a great life, so. And he did not linger, you know, he went out, it was like 6 to 8 weeks between when he like suddenly sort of had a heart attack and then he was pretty comfortable on the way out, so, you know. If you're gonna live a great life and then go out of this world, I can't imagine a better way to do it. He had just enough time to say goodbye to everyone that was really important. My favorite quotes from my streams are about sideboards admitting flaws and missing plays around O Naginata. Or what's is Naginata? What's the one that breaks equipment? Anyone? Kurasagami, yeah. Kusarigami. Oh, Manriki Gusuri. Yeah, that's the... yeah. Manriki Gusari. Yeah, that's for sure the one. All right, we're keeping this one. It's not great, but I really like this card. Holy crap. I feel like this thing is so close to being good enough for Legacy, you know? All right, maybe we're finally playing against some kind of black-red aggro deck. Could be something like a Yund. Tried in a Legacy brew. How'd that go? Oh, also, seriously though, in the new year, do you want to do an episode of Serum Visions where we focus on Legacy brewing? I would like to play more Legacy, and I would like to have a reason to do it. There's no brewing podcast for Legacy, but there really should be. Because, like, you've got some sick brews there, Chase. Be a good time. Manriki Gusari reminds me that there are things worse than a wet towel noodle. Roy, were you playing when Stoneforge Mystic got unbanned and people were like, "Oh my god, they're like everyone's gonna have one of these in their sideboard for the Stoneforge mirrors. How could you ever have a better play than getting Manriki Gusari against your opponent's Batterskull?" Whoo! That. Nobody's playing Magic today, I guess. Good lord. I guess I'll take one of their Thoughtseizes. Oh, he's rude. All right, well, I'll talk to the other hosts about it, Chase, but I think that'd be good. Yeah. Oh, they top decked another discard spell. That was not in their hand a second ago. Unreal. So now they're going to go Bloodstained Mire into Thoughtseize? No, because I left them the Bolt. All right, well, I guess we're just not playing our Channeler for now. I don't really want to just play the Channeler right into the Bolt. I don't need to, and I could just keep it in my hand in case I draw Seasoned Pyromancer. We're going to play our fetches. I don't think that I want to crack them too aggressively because the opponent's deck might be Blood Moon main. Although they're playing Bojuka Bog, so I really don't know what they're up to here.
Bojuka Bog. Oh, yeah. Bog me.
I've been bogged. No. Bog main deck in black-red mid-range, just that I'm not impressed with that. That does not seem like I'm not going down the like, oh my god, I can't believe you're playing that. But should have cast the Thoughtseize before they bogged you. Yeah. Well, they also went second main phase, so I mean I've definitely punted like that. All right, we have enough. We actually have enough basics here that am I gonna fetch my Triome? No, I'm gonna fetch a basic. Fetch a basic. Fetch a basic. Fetch a basic. Fetch a basic swamp, and then we'll put this into play, and we'll have access to basic planes if we need it. Sure. You know, be a really good draw in this game. Phoenix of Ash. Larynx Punchworthy has the tech. Wait a minute. You can't kill my Channeler if I kill my Channeler. Don't Croxa me. Don't do it. Have a heart. No. What? Oh, it's so good. Wait, they're not plussing it? Oh shit, why did I pass priority? Well, I mean, you know, I could just do it on my turn because I do want to get that plains. We take freebies here. We take freebies here. I think my opponent is very much like me and has outsmarted themselves by getting clever with their... That's such a good draw. Oh, that's such a good draw. They must have two spells. They have Bolt and something, so yeah. SMM for KCOM. You think they're gonna have the KCOM? What the hell? Oh man. We are out of equipment. Almost. Well, that sucks. And I'm glad I had at least one more piece, but I don't have double red right now. There's the lightning bolt. So I don't have double red right now. But they burned off their lightning bolt, so maybe they won't have another kill spell. No. No, another Liliana. A Swift End. Cool. Good for you. That's a twofer. That's good. That's a good draw. I mean, we lose the Embercleave. It's not my favorite, but I'll take it. Yeah, we want more black mana. I could draw double black. Yeah. Well, there goes the last piece of equipment. Who needs it? All right. Probably be better as a Sword of Fire and Ice. Well, yeah, but then playing Lingering Souls becomes less appealing. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying, like, I mean, Embercleave is good. I don't know if it's, yeah. I mean, in like the very first match we played, it killed our opponent brutally out of nowhere, basically, and there was another time where it would have been really good, except it was already out of the deck. We had to exile it with, or we had exiled it with Magmatic Channeler. So I don't know. I don't think it's a meme at all. And I'm not a huge fan of Sword of Fire and Ice. It's fine. Sword of Feast and Famine is decidedly better. With second Embercleave. That's what I said. Sorry, I hear the oven timer going off again, and I'm just worried about burning something. Okay, no worries. Yeah, no, that's not a problem. Yeah, it's just that the timer and the oven are sort of separate from each other, right? Yeah. I did, but I'm busy right now. I'll come see you in a minute. Alright. Alright. We're not burning the place down. Burning down the house. How'd their Liliana get to 4? Did I have 1 card in my hand? I did do. Oh, they cast Smallpox. What the hell? Oh, discard Smallpox. They're playing Black-Red Pox. Wild. Black-Red Pox Shadow. That's, they ticked her up. And I had only 1 card in hand? And then I top decked the Fatal Push? Huh. I'm a really good player. Wasn't even here and I kicked their ass. Every Shadow deck plays Mainboard Bajuka Bog, right? Oh yeah, totes my goats. Yeah, the Swamp. That makes sense. That makes sense. Canyon Slew. Slough? Slaw? Slogge? Sloge? Phoenix for the kill? Phoenix for the kill? Phoenix would be lethal. That's not bad. I will take that. Yeah, I have looked it up. I think it's Sloth, but I also think it might be Slough. I mean, I think that can be a spelling for Slough in other contexts. Because the name of the town in the British office is Slough, and I think it's spelled like that. Don't forget the castle next turn. It's pronounced aluminium. Well, it's spelt aluminium, right? All right. How the hell do you sideboard against this deck? I guess Pithing Needles. Could play Celestial. Yeah, we're playing Celestial Purge. Bring in Boiled Flax. Well, that's just negligent. Feed the Swarm and K-Command? Black-Red Pox Tradebinder. And they're in the 3-1 bracket. I mean, I assume we're in the 3-1 bracket. I don't think I want Kaya's Guile here. And I don't... Cut Cleave? No, I want Cleave. Cleave kills people fast. There have been opportunities where Cleave has been a beast. I definitely want Lingering Souls more than anything. You don't want to have to sack a creature when we saw 2 creatures all game. Right, but we had a bit of a sort of wrong half draw there. I think I'm cutting bolts. I don't love leave TBR and versus removal decks. I see Cleave working the same way. I guess so, but TBR is also played in decks that have way less creatures than we do. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Cleave goes out in this one. I think we're going to do a second league. We might do it with song requests on. I'm enjoying this deck, and I just want to play it again. This first sideboard plan is free. I like that. We'll cut a Bonecrusher. Yeah, song requests. I've been putting on song requests when I'm not recording for YouTube, so. It's not going to play until I open up the player, so. The Evanescence Bruno Mars matchup was fabulous. I was going to play that in Stryfo's chat this weekend. Oh, it's warm. He discards this, I know. You think discard decks are bad? What about Pox? Hate discard decks, this I know, for the Thoughtseize tells me so. Discard hates me, yes it's true, it hates on me and it hates on you. Definitely see a lot of weird decks in leagues, no matter what your record is. Yeah, that's fair. Although, I mean, recently, all we've played against is like tier 1 and tier 2 decks. Which, you know. Why'd you play the only land they didn't know about? I wanted to fetch a basic swamp. I mean, I had a reason. It's not a great reason in this matchup, but I had a reason. It's not like I brought in Blood Moon, I just... Okay, this is what I was looking for here. Actually, do I want them to cast the Smallpox? I kind of do, right? I have more lands than they do. This is a Liliana of the Last Hope. Okay, I'm taking that. Yeah, I'm taking that. We will live to regret this, I'm sure. Last Hope in this meta. I mean, it's just a good grinding card. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm guessing they're running multiple bogs. Oh, the SDCC Lily is hot. That's sweet. Eh. Dear opponent, please play your Scourge of the Skyclaves. Yes. Play that one. Smallpox. You handsome devil. Just what I wanted. Well, Wizards to print Smallpox, except it's instant speed and also draws you a card and gains you 3 life when you cast it. Yeah, but it'd have to be green-blue. You okay with that Devil's Agreement, Lair Spongeworthy? Black, green, or blue. Yikes. That's a mana cost right there. I think I'm gonna kill the Scourge right away. I don't want to leave that in play. And then hilariously, we're playing against a Death Shadow deck that's unlikely to be playing TBR, so we've got Lingering Souls to gum them up. Because when I first was playing Black-Red Pyromancer, one of the decks that was the 4 of Lingering Souls was teched out to beat was Death Shadow. Death Shadow and Etron both kind of got beat up by Lingering Souls at the time. Pox the Second. Okay, this is a punish for discarding my land earlier. So hopefully we top deck a land, otherwise we're gonna be in trouble. Hey, we top decked a land, I'm not in trouble. I mean, we're not great, but yeah. But at the time, there was also only Grixis Shadow and 4-color Shadow, and they both got beat up by Blood Moon in your deck, so... And you had Fatal Pushes and Dreadbores, and it was kind of... It was a really good matchup for Pyromancer for the most part. I mean, you could get beat, but generally speaking, you were just really well kitted out against them. I don't know who to blame for it, but all of a sudden I've been hearing my Canadian outs more than I used to, and I'm okay with it. Do you think Lily is in their hand? Probably. 10 out of 10. Yeah, like how we say out. Out, 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 out and about. Alright, well they have no cards in hand, so I'm discarding Inquisition. I mean... No, that was no, that's the vacuum. This is a Pyro deck in Modern that isn't tier 4. Alright. So I think I'm just digging for lands and then exiling Lily and cracking them for 2. Yeah. They're at 7, so like Esper Mentor. Womp womp. I mean, I guess we'll kill Lily with this, and then we get to save the Purge for the next thing that matters.
Kill her, my pretties.
I would like this deck to be good, because I have awesome foil elemental tokens and foil spirit tokens, and I would like to play them. I also own Stoneforge Mystics now, which I did not at the beginning of quarantine. And I would like an excuse to get a Judge, Sword of Feast and Famine, and a Batterskull. Yay! We did it! Nice little 4-1. Alright, I gotta go check out the Chelsea buns that have come out of the oven, and we're probably just going to run another league of this guy. I'm going to throw on some Dank Muse. Please feel free to hit some song requests while I'm away, and we'll start up the songs on the song request thing. Yeah, this deck was sweet. I think before we play the next league, we're going to make some tweaks to it. The Kaya's Guiles were literally never useful. I like the card, and I was excited for the card, and I wanted it to be good, and it wasn't. It doesn't mean it's not possibly useful, but generally speaking, I think it's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. So I definitely want some main deck Kolaghan's commands. So we're probably going to cut the Kaya's Guile. I'm going to leave Embercleave for now. I'm not sold on it. And I like the Lingering Souls. I think the only changes I'm going to make are the Kaya's Guiles for now. Everything else seemed pretty good. Phoenix of Ash was surprisingly good. There were multiple spots where Phoenix of Ash really put in work that other cards couldn't. I almost want a third one of them instead of maybe one of these Pyromancers, but I'm not sure. It seems pretty ambitious. Anyway, if you are watching this on YouTube in the future, this deck is sweet, so check it out. And hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will hopefully see you on Twitch at some point real soon. For everyone who's live, see you in just a moment. Blacktron